What if everything you believed about Nan's world was built on a lie and episode 5 is finally ready to pull the curtain back? The latest trailer doesn't just tease drama. It promises betrayal, heartbreak, and something no one saw coming. A quick flash of a burning letter, a scream in the night, and a sudden look of fear on Nan's face all hint that a huge twist is coming, and it could change everything about how we see these characters. Let's break down exactly what we know so far. Starting with where Episode 4 left us. Episode 4 ended with emotions running high and truths too dangerous to stay hidden. Nan was already struggling with her position torn between her role as a respectable wife in London society and her growing discomfort with the life she's been pushed into. Her husband, Theo, once charming and rich, now feels cold and distant, more obsessed with his title than with her heart. We saw how she glanced at Guy across the room, just a glance, but one that said more than words ever could. They're silent. Connection keeps growing, even though everything about it is forbidden. Honor. Nan's closest friend had her own emotional storm brewing. Her quiet nature hid a deep secret, and in the final moments of Episode 4, her nervous glances and stiff body language suggested she was hiding something huge. Then there's Conchita, who's no longer the playful troublemaker she used to be. She's hurting and furious. Her marriage is falling apart, and she feels abandoned by the other girls, especially Nan. Conchita knows more than she lets on. And her sharp tongue in Episode 4 hinted at an explosion coming soon, but the biggest moment came right at the end. A mysterious letter sealed with wax and hidden in Theo's desk was shown briefly. The camera lingered on it just long enough to let viewers know it mattered. Nan may have seen it. Or maybe not, but we did. And that means secrets are about to spill. When the screen faded to black, one sound stayed with us. The echo of a slamming door, that final slam. That wasn't just a door. It was a warning. The tone of the series has been slowly shifting from playful rebellion to something darker and more dangerous. The girls aren't just fighting for love anymore. They're fighting for freedom, for identity, and maybe even for survival. With everything on the line, Episode 5 is poised to take the story in a shocking new direction. And now, with the release of the official trailer, fans are finally getting a peek into what comes next. But before we dive into that, remember everything we've seen so far has been a setup, the real game. It begins in Episode 5. There's a feeling you get when a trailer shows you something familiar, then suddenly flips the tone in one blink. That's exactly what Episode 5's teaser does. At first glance, it looks like another luxurious dance in high society. But pause it, slow it down, and what you'll see is a web tightening around every character. Let's go through it piece by piece, because every second of this trailer speaks louder than words. It opens with Nan alone. She's standing by a window, looking out, but not at the view. Her reflection stares back at her, pale and uncertain. The music is soft at first, but there's a hum underneath it, something eerie. This moment is quiet, but it's the silence before a storm. Then, the trailer cuts fast to a lavish party. Lights sparkle, gowns swirl, and a violin screeches mid-note. In the middle of all this chaos, Nan turns. Her eyes widen and she gasps. But what or who is she seeing? Cut to Theo. He's in a dark hallway, holding that same sealed letter we glimpsed in Episode 4. His face is tense, almost angry. Then the scene switches to him slipping it into a drawer and locking it. A secret, buried again, but not for long. Right after this, there's a quick flash. Someone opening that drawer. But the hand isn't his. Could it be Nan's? Then Comey's. The biggest shock. Conchita walks down a corridor, and suddenly a man steps in front of her. Her expression changes from calm to panic. There's no sound here, just her face. And in the next shot, she's yelling at someone off screen. "You lied to us all." She screams, eyes full of tears. The trailer never reveals who she's yelling at, but some fans believe it's one of the girls. Others think it's Theo himself. One of the most powerful moments comes next. Guy, standing in the rain. No hat, no coat, just soaking wet, his jaw clenched. He's reading a letter. And then he crushes it in his hand. This isn't the soft, kind guy we've seen before. This is a man who's been pushed too far. If Nan Sent that letter, did he misunderstand it? Or did it reveal something painful? There's also a brief shot that's so fast, many missed it, Nan barefoot, running down a hallway. Her dress is torn and she's breathing hard. She looks terrified. This isn't a dream, this is real danger. A voiceover plays over this. Everything has a price. It's not clear who says it, but it echoes long after the clip ends. The trailer closes with all 5 girls standing together, but not smiling. They're in the shadows, looking at something or someone with tight, unreadable expressions. The camera pans away slowly, and just before it ends, we hear the soft sound of paper burning. Each second of this trailer hints at secrets uncovered, loyalties tested, and masks coming off. It's no longer about ball gowns and parties. Episode 5 is about survival and the consequences of truth. And if the trailer is any hint, Nan's world is about to go up in flames. Every woman in the Buccaneers started this journey bright-eyed and bold, stepping into a world of wealth, power, and promises. But by episode 5, their smiles have faded. What's left are the cracks beneath the surface, and in the trailer, we see those cracks start to break open. Let's start with Nanan. She entered this new world like a whirlwind pour, free-spirited and too clever for the rigid rules of high society. But now she looks trapped. In the trailer, she's quiet. Still, and that stillness speaks volumes. Gone is the girl who dared to rebel with words. Now it looks like she's calculating her next move in silence. Her marriage to Theo no longer feels like a romance, it's a cage. But instead of running, Nan seems to be preparing. Her expression in the window scene, not fear, it's resolve. Something's coming and Nan might be the one to light the match. Theo, once the charming gentleman, is now twisted with coldness. His love seems to have faded, replaced by control. In the trailer, his face is often in shadows, his hands hiding things, especially that sealed letter. He's no longer the man who brought Nan into his world. He's the man who wants to keep her under his thumb. But Theo's not just cruel, he's scared, you can see it in his eyes. He knows something is slipping from his grip and that something is non. Then there's Guy. For the first time in the entire show, we see him angry. Genuinely angry. The rain scene where he crushes the letter in his fist, that's not about lost love. It's about betrayal. Guy has always been the silent supporter, the kind friend in the background. But in episode 5, that kindness may turn into fire. Is he done waiting? Is he ready to fight for Nan or walk away forever? Conchita is no longer the comic relief. Her marriage is breaking down and she's starting to see the truth about the world she's in. She's loud now, not for attention, but for justice. That scream in the trailer, "You lied to us all," is the sound of someone waking up from a dream and realizing it was a nightmare. Episode 5 might be the moment Conchita turns into a true force, someone who refuses to be used or forgotten. Honor, though, is the quietest and perhaps the most dangerous. Her silence in the trailer is sharp, cold. She doesn't yell. She doesn't cry, but her eyes, they're hiding something. We see her glance at Nan in one scene, almost with guilt. Or is it envy? If anyone is about to reveal a secret that changes the game, it might be her. These women are not the same girls we met in episode 1. They've seen too much. Lost too much. And now, episode 5 seems to be the breaking point. The trailer shows us a group of women on the edge of freedom, of collapse, of transformation. Some will rise. Others may fall. But none of them will come out of this the same, sometimes. What matters most isn't what's said, it's what's hidden in plain sight. Episode 5's trailer may only be a few minutes long, but every frame is loaded with quiet whispers, silent warnings, and clues you only catch if you watch closely. Let's peel back the layers and see what the camera isn't saying out loud. First, the mirror. We see Nan looking into it early in the trailer. But what's strange is the angle her face is turned toward us, yet the mirror reflects only her eyes. It's subtle, easy to miss, but it screams symbolism. Nan is trying to see herself clearly, but only parts of her are visible. Her identity is fractured. Is she the wife of a duke or a woman still chasing freedom? The mirror suggests that she's still deciding and that something's about to shatter her. Image completely. Then there's the sealed letter, which keeps showing up like a ghost. We saw it at the end of episode 4, but in the trailer it appears. Again twice. Once in Theo's hand and once half burned in a fireplace. The burn happens so fast you almost miss it, but the corner of the letter is unmistakable. Someone tried to destroy the truth. The flames curl around the edges, but the wax seal is still visible. That moment isn't just about the letter, it's about the truth trying to survive, even as people try to bury it. One of the strangest images in the trailer is a white rose on a black piano. It's not touched, no one looks at it, it's just there, alone in a quiet room. And when the camera shows it, the music cuts out completely. A single white rose pure, fragile set against something strong and dark. It could represent Nan or maybe one of the other girls. But more likely it symbolizes innocence about to be drowned by power. If the piano is society's cold machine, the rose is what that machine crushes. Another quick cut shows Conchita holding a glass of wine, but her hand is trembling, her face is angry, but her hand gives her away. The glass shatters in the next second. But what matters is this, it shatters before it hits the ground. Like it couldn't hold the pressure of what's inside. That's Conchita's entire story this season, strong on the outside, breaking apart inside. That moment isn't just a dramatic shot, it's a symbol of the lie she's been trying to live. Hidden detail many fans missed is the gold chain Nan wears in one scene. It's tight around her neck, and unlike her usual flowing jewelry, it looks like a collar. In another scene, she tugs at it just once. It's not flashy, it's a blink and you miss it gesture. But it speaks volumes. Nan may feel owned, controlled. And that tiny movement is her quiet scream for freedom. And finally, the fireplace scene. In one moment, Nan stands near the flames, holding what looks like a photograph. She doesn't throw it in. She just stares. But in the fire's reflection, you can see something else. A figure watching her from the doorway. We never see who it is. But that's the magic of this show. It gives you the truth in shadows. You're never told outright. You have to feel. That figure might be Guy, it might be Theo, or it could be someone entirely new. But the fire, the silence, the stare, it all builds to one message. Something is ending. And something new is about to begin. Every single object, glance, or gesture in this trailer isn't random. It's storytelling in disguise. And once episode 5 lands, all these silent clues might explode into chaos or revelation. Asterisk.